Alright, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Jamie, and let's just hop right into this video. This is a video that I did not expect to make. This is a video that I thought I would never make. This is something that I thought would never happen in my life. As you guys can tell by the title, even though I'm smiling now, it's been a month since I was able to recover from it. I am still going through the emotional turmoil when it comes to this topic, and I know that I was searching for every video that was on the net to tell me like what happened and why. So as the title of the video, I found out that I was pregnant. I found out on my birthday that I was pregnant. I immediately was so happy because me and my husband has been trying for a baby for a year and now 3 months. So we officially started trying for a baby back in July of 2023. When we had the idea that we wanted to start, well, I went to my doctor to see how I can go about getting pregnant. So I went to my doctor, and the things that she said was, for one, let's get off of birth control, and it was safe for me to get off birth control. I was taking the pill. Then the second thing she recommended was me to take prenatal vitamins. And then for him, it was more so we're going to do a semen analysis, which we never did, by the way. And she said to go ahead and start that right away because that's very important to try for the baby. So we was doing that, like I said, since July of last year. Every month we got a negative. I downloaded apps to help me track my pregnancy. Now, not my pregnancy, to track my period. Mind you, I wasn't really taking test strips or anything like that until like the beginning of this year. For 4 to 5 consecutive months, I was taking ovulation test strips every day, and I was taking the Clear Blue advanced digital whatever for the ovulation kit as well. So I was taking 2 ovulation tests in the morning and in the afternoon to see when I would ovulate. But when I started getting strict with that, it was shown that I wasn't ovulating every month. There was a month that I had low numbers, or it didn't even show. I didn't even hit peak or a high with the Clear Blue. So at a point we were like, you know what, we're kind of done. We don't feel like going through the stress of trying to have a baby. We was going to take a break for it because, again, we're trying to get pregnant for a year, and each month the test shows not pregnant. And when you see that not pregnant test, it's really sad, and it's very it just feels like, why can't my body produce a baby like this person can produce a baby, or this person can produce a baby? And you can't like judge your situation off of other people's situation. While others can be very fertile, unfortunately we have some obstacles to overcome. So that was in August. I will say the start of July we got referred to a fertility specialist, which is RBA, which is a reproductive biology associates, and they specialize in fertility. So we had our first appointment in July. At that time I was not pregnant, but at that time I also didn't have a cycle for over 50 days. So at that time we got blood work done, me and my husband. He also took a semen analysis test, which came back like his numbers are high. Everything was good other than the morphology and the motility. Those two were very low, lower than a recommended amount. So that was very like questionable. So we had another appointment in August, which he wanted us to take another test in August. So in the month of July, we kind of changed up our diets. We was drinking a lot more water, and I got him on a lot of vitamins to help him with his sperm. And when he did his second semen analysis, his motility went up really high, by like 30%, which was very shocking. But unfortunately, his morphology did not change. So with that being said, our doctor sent us IUI consent forms. We had an appointment at the end of August. So we had that appointment in the beginning of August, and we had another appointment at the end of August. And at the end of August, that's when I uploaded my documents so he could see that I had a miscarriage. And with it being so early, I was 4 weeks pregnant. He was like, congratulations, for one. He did congratulate us on getting pregnant. He said, even though it is a sad situation that it did not hold, it is a good situation that you were able to get pregnant. And that was something that we were struggling with for a year, and we were able to get pregnant naturally. So that was the positive thing. Like I said, after that initial conversation with him, he sent us the papers for IUI for us to get started on that. At this time, like I said, I had a miscarriage. I did not have a cycle. I have not had a cycle since August 16th. That's the last day I was bleeding. And it is currently September 22nd. Okay, so you guys can see the picture. It's been over 30 days. So they got me on a medication to help me start my cycle so we can get the process with IUI. Now that will be another video on how I got started with that and what I'm doing to prepare for that. But right now we're talking about the miscarriage, and honestly, I just want to vent, and I just want to tell you guys, the experience with that was devastating. I cut my phone off. Me and my husband, we cut our phone off for a couple of days actually, and we just stayed to ourselves. I called out from work, and we just needed time to ourselves. And for me, I took it hard because I found out that I was pregnant on my birthday, and the next day, literally the day that I found out I was pregnant, I took a not a strip test, but we took a first response, and it was the 2-line one. So I was like, okay, I just used the restroom, so I couldn't use the clear blue digital that I had. So I was like, I will wait till the morning just to see, because maybe my eyes is playing tricks on me because I've been wetting this so hard. But my friend was like, no, I see the line, like I see it with you. And like I told her, I said, this is the first time that that line popped up so early when I took the test. Like literally when I took the test and it was reading, both of those lines had popped up. Now it was faint, which means I was in the early stages. So in the morning of August 14th, I went to go use the restroom to take my test. While that test is loading, the clear blue digital, me and my husband, we had our special time. And after that, I went to go check the test. Literally, as soon as I picked up the test, he was like, babe, you're spotting. And I'm like, well, I don't think so. I was like, I can't be spotting because I think I'm pregnant. I said, I took a test yesterday and it came with the 2 lines, but I think I'm pregnant. He's like, but babe, you're spotting. And I'm like, okay. And when I went to the restroom to wipe, there was slight blood. So then, like I said, I was going to flip it over until he told me that. So then I went back to the bathroom and I flipped it over and it said pregnant. And that says pregnant. I was like, holy F, what the f, what the f, what the f. I was so excited. I rushed in the room and I told him like, hey, babe, look at this. He was in complete utter shock. But he was also, his reaction, he was excited, but he was also scared because the fact that he saw blood. So I didn't think nothing of it because I said maybe it could be implantation bleeding. It's still early. Just I got a positive so early. So as I went to work, by this time it's 10 o'clock in the morning, I started bleeding a lot more. To where the point is that my back is hurting. I'm cramping very hard. And now I'm starting to have like little blood clots. So that was very concerning. I called the Kaiser hotline and they recommended that I go to the Kaiser urgent care. And so again, I was at work and I was the only person there at the time. So I had to wait till somebody got in at 10 o'clock. And right when they got in, they was late. So right when they got in, I was like, I have to go. I told my boss like, I have to leave. I will be back, but I gotta go. So we went to Kaiser. They did some blood work. They did a urine test. And they confirmed that I am pregnant. I had a 16.7 HCG, but they said that's like a gray area because it's either too soon, that it's so early in the pregnancy that the test is reading low, or that that I'm pregnant and the baby is miscarrying. So we was all hoping that it's just so soon and the implications having a hard time or whatever. That's what they said, the doctors. Okay, so we went home. We were nervous because, like I said, I was in pain. At this point, I'm in pain. Like, I was asking, can I take an ibuprofen or an Advil or something, because the cramps was bad. So I just got off the phone with Kaiser. Kaiser told me I need to go to the ACC, which is like an urgent care / hospital, for me to go there and get blood work done just because of my symptoms and stuff. She wants me to go now, and I'm at work and I can't leave until my relief gets here. I'm kind of, the fact that she's putting it like urgent, like I need to go there now, is making me scared.
Severe pain, very severe pain, and worse pain imaginable.
Okay, so we just seen the doctor, the lights. So basically, it's too early to tell. I'm at 16 for HCG.
Yeah.
And they said that they tested at 5 to see if you are pregnant. But since it's so early and the numbers are like low, but also high at the same time, I could be pregnant and miscarrying. Or it was what did you say?
It's like a
I didn't hear. After that miscarriage, I stopped listening.
yeah.
Honestly. But she's going to schedule me an appointment for next week with an OB. And then we can go do more testing to confirm. And then
Second blood test,
probably another urine test. And then, because she said even a urine test, it picked up detection. So that was weird. But like I said, I'm cramping so bad right now. I am going to pray. I'm going to pray right now. So what was said in here was that for it to be a negative pregnancy test, it has to be below 5. So we're at a 16.7. So technically, I'm pregnant. It's just, I guess, very early, or I'm miscarrying. We're taking a retest on Saturday, and if those numbers rises, then perfect. But if they go lower, we know what that means. But I took another pregnancy test this morning. It came back pregnant. I'm gonna keep testing until the actual test on Saturday, and when I get stuff confirmed with my doctor on Monday. So that little ER visit was kind of like pointless, but I am still spotting. I'm bleeding. It feels like I'm on my period, but I pray that I am not miscarrying. I'm not being miscarrying. It's just that the baby is trying to find its place to put him or herself. That's what I'm going for. I'm going to continue to record this process, record this journey for you guys, even if things turn out the way it do. I might have to take a little break, but yeah, we got this. Okay, good morning, you guys. It is August 16th. This is day 3 of like this pregnancy journey so far. I took another test this morning. Like I said, I'm gonna take a test every day, and I think I just jinxed myself. Took the test and it came back negative. She also ordered us to take some tests on Saturday, which is the 16th. And that 15th was the hardest day. It was just like, okay, I want to go today. I want to find out today if I am. So me being me, I took a pregnancy test on the 15th. And when I took it, it showed not pregnant. And I'm not trying to cry. I don't want to cry because I shed a lot of tears, and it is still fresh for me. And it's just, it's hard, okay? It is hard. All right, you guys, the test results came back. We're on our way to Target right now.
Test results. Human chronic.
Don't say it out loud, just. Okay, I know I'm looking crazy because I just woke up. Honestly, I got my pimple patches I'm going to remove soon, but it's day 1 after me finding out that I miscarried. In the last clips you guys saw me cut the camera because my husband, he read the test results and it was below 5 for my HCG, which means I'm no longer pregnant. Yesterday was full of emotions. Today is still the same. I woke up with a pissy attitude. I've been taking it out on my husband. I've been crying. I don't want to be touched. I don't want to be looked at. And I know that I have to be different towards him because he also lost a child. And it's not just me that's going through this. Day 1 after miscarriage. I still am experiencing minimum cramping. I've read that after miscarriage, technically that's day 1 of your cycle. So when I looked up on like how soon you can start trying again, and like I told my husband, I don't know if I want to try again so soon, but they said most healthcare professionals say 3 to 6 months before trying again, due to like, you know, it can cause infection and stuff like that. I also read some that says to like after the symptoms subside, go ahead and start trying again, because a lot of women get pregnant right after a miscarriage, like within those 2 weeks. I just can't believe that I miscarried. I talked to my mom yesterday. I just really wanted my mom. She's not here. She's up in South Carolina, but I really wanted her. My husband was gonna go drive to go pick her up, but I told him that he doesn't have to do that. So we just called her instead and we FaceTimed, and she shared with me that she also had a miscarriage for her first pregnancy before she had all 3 of us. And I was just like, okay. And so did my auntie. And I'm like, okay, maybe this might be like a family thing, but hopefully it's just this one first time and it won't ever happen again. And she did say that she did get pregnant soon after, but she doesn't recall like how soon, but she knows like after miscarriage she did conceive. But with her miscarriage, it was a lot more traumatic because she said that she almost died because of the amount of blood that she lost. When she woke up, it was blood from her ankles to her shoulders, essentially, she said, and it was just covered all over her. So yeah, she had to get taken to the hospital. It is hard going through that. So when I saw that not pregnant test, I instantly started crying. Zach wasn't at home, so I was able to cry alone, and I didn't tell him the test results of what I got on the test until he got home, which was at 1:30 in the morning. And he was like, well, maybe, you know, it could be a faulty test, something. I'm like, no, babe, I can feel it. I can feel that something was wrong. I know that I am no longer pregnant. So he was like, don't say that. Let's just wait till we take our test tomorrow. So the test day came. I had to go to work for like an hour or 2. Then we went straight to Kaiser urgent care. Not urgent care, but went to Kaiser to do our labs. And literally, we did our labs on the way to his parents' house, which took maybe, it was an hour drive. We got the test results back. And we was gonna wait till we parked or got home, but us being us, we needed to know now. So he opened a test, and instantly I can tell by the silence in the car, by the look on his face. And it's crazy because he didn't have a look, but he had a look on his face. And I was like, is it like, am I not pregnant? And then all he could say was, I'm sorry, baby. And he just started bursting out into tears. And I'm driving, so I started crying. I had to pull over on the side of the road because, what? But hearing it from his mouth, seeing it on the test, it was surreal. It's because I was literally pregnant 2 days ago. Like, I found out that I was pregnant, and I was, when I say so excited, you guys, the day I found out I was pregnant, I have the Glow app and I have the other app. So when you put that you have a positive pregnancy test in Glow app, it will tell you to download this app to track your pregnancy. So we did that. Well, I did that. I put it in, and the only picture that I have from that app from that moment was, so literally the only thing that I have to ever confirm that I was pregnant was a screenshot showing that you are 4 weeks pregnant and your baby is the size of a red lentil. I also have the pregnancy test that shows that I was pregnant. I kind of want to show you guys, so give me a second. So I have a couple in here. This one right here. So this is the one I took on August 13th. I hate that it doesn't like focus. But on here you can see that I had 2 lines. So the next day, which was this test, the August 14th, you can see that it says pregnant. When it says not pregnant, it will say not pregnant. But you see that one word and it says pregnant. This is the one I took on the 16th. It's blank because it was not pregnant and they only last for like 24 hours. Stop. And they only last for 24 hours. But those are the only 2 things of evidence that I was ever pregnant. I wasn't able to make it to the ultrasound. And what the doctor said was because it was so early that it was more so on a chemical, something chemically was wrong with the baby. It's nothing that me or the dad did, but that's what happens. And unfortunately, a lot of women go through miscarriages at an early age of pregnancy. So because my levels went down so low, my doctor said that we can try again whenever I feel mentally prepared for it, and whenever my symptoms resides, I can start trying. My husband, he was very eager to start trying, but at that time I didn't even know if I wanted to even try for a baby. That's such mind-blowing. But overall, I want to say that we will be starting IUI, and I will take you guys on that journey about any updates that we have with appointments, any medications, any of that. This is my diary. We're calling this the Trying to Conceive Journal / the IUI diaries. So I will show you guys the ins and outs of the IUI, what we're doing to prepare for it. Like I said before, how we'll be tracking it. It's a lot of videos that we have to do in our portal, and it's a lot of things that I didn't know had to take place to do IUI. But if you guys had IUI, please let me know your experience. I pray that when we do this IUI that it's only one cycle. And that's honestly it. I just wanted to say